Hey, 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 Taurus. Hi, how you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. So, what is today? Oh, we're doing the 26th through the 2nd of May, guys. I'm doing your reading for that time. For those of you that are brand new and don't know me, my name is Patty. I am an empath that does your intuitive tarot here, as well as I mix a little bit of astrology and numerology in it. My tarot is done differently, so if you've never seen it before, I just uploaded a video called Why is My Tarot Different? Please go ahead and watch that. I will be posting a little thing up above where you can just click on it when you want and go watch it. It's only 7 minutes, but it will tell you why I do what I do, and also some of the different things about tarot too. I share with what's traditional, what's modern tarot, very different, and some of the little tidbits there. So go ahead and watch that. This is for the 26th through the 2nd. Now, guys, we have a full moon. If you're watching this, I'm filming this on the 23rd. These energies have started. Let me tell you, we're in for a whirlwind. We're in for a tornado because it's a supermoon for one, and it's also in Scorpio. And these are going to be energy intense energies. That sounded silly, but it's also about your emotions and your vulnerability. So if you feel like you're going like this emotionally, yep, this is going to be a huge one from 23rd to about the 30th. And then not only that, you might be really... there might be some really sexual tension because it is also part of that as well. Woohoo! Anyway, so let's get started for those that are just popping in that want to hear this and not hear me chit chat. All right. But I will be having a full moon reading on the 26th at 11 a.m. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I am on doing that live. It will be an open chat. You can ask questions. You can share just like this one here. All right. I love to get people's testimonies and things of like how if the divine really worked in their life after you watched one of my videos. That is the thing that really brings happiness to me. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to be pulling this first card. Yes, you just seem to be saying that all week. The first card is the Divine's card, and he's doing that too. Wow, really? I'm going to tell you why this is really interesting here in a second. The first card is Divine's. Okay, this is the energy that he's trying to share with you, not with me. I'm the conduit. So is there a question you've been asking? Is there some struggle you've been trying to work out? Is there some letting go you're trying to do? Are you trying to manifest something and it's not working? Maybe this is the answer why, that kind of a thing. So that's Divine's first card. Second card is the current energies from the 26th through the 2nd. Now, this could probably portray some of these planetary energies with the full moon because there is a super moon and this one's huge. Okay, so that's those energies. And then the third card is our future energies. A lot of the times I say that future energy is for this weekend and the next week. No, this future energies is for a couple months. So if you take notes at all, or if you just jot things down and you keep a journal going on, you'll see that these energies will have definitely effect in the next couple of months. Okay, so let's get started. Again, I'm mixing whatever the divine has to say, astrology and numerology in here. So let's see what they all got to say. So the first card is Divine's, and it is letting go. Now, the reason why I'm sort of amazed is because in the last reading with Virgo, it had to do with emotional baggage, letting go of emotional baggage, okay? But it is also the number 8. Okay, so the number 8 is about our progress. It also could be the number 4 because it's a double 4 because, you know, we talk about double numbers, triple numbers, that kind of a thing. But that would mean about your stability. Okay, so if you're looking at the number 4 and the number 8, they actually go together because your stability is having to let go of the past. Your good stability and balance. You have to let go of something to gain something. Okay, that's just the way life is. That's the way anything is. Sometimes we have to sacrifice something to get something. And don't ask me why. Ask the universe and divine why it happens that way. You know, when we pass on, we'll know the answer. But until then, we got to let go of stuff. Stuff. Now, this could be letting go of material stuff too. Thank you. Somebody said they've got too much material stuff. It's like a hoarder. Way too much stuff. That means there's a lot of emotional baggage. There's a lot of something going on inside that they have to feel to hold on to everything. And it's like you just can't let go. Well, I'm going to need that. Or no, that has so much sentimental meaning to me. So what is it? Is it something materialistic that you have to let go of, or is this something emotional that you have to let go of? Okay, so let's go on to the current energies, which is the cow. And the reason why I'm like, wow, is because of the Virgos had this card as well. But it wasn't in the center, it was in the future energies. And the cow is about your nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. You need to ask for guidance. You need to ask for wisdom. You need to ask for strength. You need to have to say, I do this all the time, Lord. Give me the strength to let go. If it's not of a good thing for me, give me the strength to let go, the courage to face the fear of why I am holding on to it so that I can let go. Because anything toxic in our life, anything that's holding us to our past, needs to be let go. All right. And that is then you're asking. And then when you ask and you ask specific enough, it will be received. It will allow you to let go. This is nourishment for your mind, soul, and your body. Okay. We'll go into that more. So the future energy for the next couple of months, and I said, wow, again, because for the Virgos, they had the king and you guys have the queen. So very, very interesting. Again, this is the number 4. Oh, this was the number 2. Cow's number 2. This is again about balance, right? It is about balance. It is about bringing balance together, or whatever you decide to do, it can tear it apart. Now, if you look at the cow, and the first word in there is nourishment. So the nourishment for us would be refueling. So also too, when we eat, we refuel our body. When we put positive things into our head, we're refueling our mind. When we go in deep and get into a spiritual nature of listening to our intuition, talking to the divine, listening, following the wisdom of what he has, then basically that is refueling our spirit and our soul. Those two go hand in hand because spirit has created soul, and so soul is bonded to spirit, whether you like it or not. Okay, so what nourishment are you giving this? Because it's either going to bring you in balance or it's going to rip you apart. And if it's ripping you apart, ask yourself, is this worldly? Because a lot of the times when we get ripped apart, it's our own doing. I hate to say it, because we allow ourselves getting into situations we shouldn't. So that's about choices and decisions. There is a video on that. If you guys, all my videos are free for you guys. This is about spiritual growth. It is about mental health. It is about also your body, because that's where one of my degrees is in fitness and nutrition. So this is all about your spirit first, mind second, and your body third. That's how our whole vehicle works. And if you want to work it backwards by thinking of your mind first, your spirit second, and then you're going to be living in the world and you're going to be kerfuffled and all over the place. And you're like, I just don't know. I just don't know. That's because you're not going by spirit first. And you're also not letting go of something. So the divine's really, really strong on this letting go thing and this emotional baggage thing this week. And that's for all the signs. And I'll tell you why. It's so amazing to know astrology. You know, I'm not a master in astrology, but it's so amazing to look at the planets and the moon. And as I do my readings and the divine shares the wisdom, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same. If they just meld like a marriage, just like a hand in a glove. It's amazing to see it. It's just, woo, it gets exciting. It gets exciting. So, I mean, this is really, and the planets are saying, this is going to be emotional time for this full moon for the next couple of weeks. However, it's going to be very, very heavy during this time that is coming, because it's also a pink moon. Okay, so this is really, really huge. And again, your first card out is manifestation. Okay, you can make things happen the way that you want them to happen. Oh, it's so easy to do. I used to be a master manipulator. Sucks now that I was that way, because now I have to go back and correct all my wrongs, make my right wrongs. However, if we manifest in the right way, then we can actually manifest for success and let go of, and there's no failure. Yeah, somebody thought I was going to say failure. There is no failure. There is a lesson to be learned, or there is something that you realize that you no longer probably want to or should do. There's a lesson to be learned. Oh, I'm going to try, like for me, I'm going to go try bodybuilding. Oh, yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that. Oh, I want to go try eating snails. Oh, that wasn't a real good idea. I'm not going to do that. You know, that kind of a thing. You can manifest good and bad, but we are positive creatures. So it is really our choice to manifest the bad. And here's why. Well, you know what? There is no good and bad. There's just, I use that because I use layman terms only because a lot of people don't understand the higher vibrational energies and all that kind of stuff. So if I say good and bad, positive and negative, that kind of a thing, yin and yang, blah, 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 it's more easy to say if I go, well, the second dimension works on the third level of, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that to you guys because you're like, what? And then you'd be clicking me off. So I talk in normal terms. That's like when I talk about divine, I'll say he, but divine is energy. Okay, so the thing is, we have this, there's somebody that does need to let go because somebody got hurt, somebody got betrayed, somebody got lied to, somebody maybe even got stolen from, maybe taken advantage of, because your second card is this little bugger of a betrayer. So he is the Seven of Swords. Okay, and we know that the Seven of Swords, what the meaning behind that card is, and they might have done it in secret and you didn't even know about it until it happened. However, it could also mean, because we're looking at materialistic for some reason the divine's having me look at both worlds. Okay, it could have also that they stole something materialistically, or they could have stolen something emotionally from you. It's like, oh, he stole my heart. Please. Anyway, but definitely it has something. And thank you. So he could have stolen an opportunity. She could have stolen an opportunity. It's like somebody doing something manipulative for their gain and taking your kindness at an advantage. Sad. Really sad, really low vibrational energy, ugly, ugly energy. But this is something that definitely somebody stole an opportunity. Or, thank you. So they're saying materialistically, maybe you were wanting something and maybe you shared it with somebody and they're like, oh, I want that too. And they went out and bought it before you did. And now it's gone. Like if you say, oh, there's a car or a camper or an RV or something. Oh, I really want that. And oh, wow, it's good price. And, that's not a friend if they did that, guys. That is not a friend. That is the person you need to let go. Unless they turn around and say, here's the keys. I bought it for you. Yeah, right. All right. So somebody had something happen. Now we've got this current energy of the Queen, right? So the current energy of the Queen is all about woman, fertility, the feminine power, sexuality. Sexuality is going to become big for this next week because we had the King yesterday for Virgos. We have the Queen today, but there's a lot of sexual tension, a lot of sexual energy. Please really be mindful to be careful because there is going to be a lot of sexual tension, emotional tension, a lot of vulnerability. Do not lay on your back this next week, especially if you're brand new with somebody. Just because you'll be all emotionally caught up in it and it might not be the wisest thing to do. All right. That's just from Divine and this is from Grandma. All right. So definitely there is a lot of energies going on with this because there's fertility in here. There's a chance that sexual tension energies could actually takes one time to get pregnant. And I know somebody in a situation now that they're ending up having to take care of the baby alone. And it was one time and they're like, oh, I won't get pregnant. It's, one time. Yeah, that one time created a little bundle of joy. which then ended up with a lot of medical problems, and it's now a whole life of challenge. All right. So be really, really mindful. So if you're letting go of somebody or something, just realize that it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. It's going to feel like, man, this, I don't like this feeling. However, I keep having my phone go off. Sorry. But somebody's going to feel left out here. And when you let go of something, somebody is always going to feel let go or left behind. But that is nourishment for you. This is for you, your journey. This is like feeding yourself positiveness for yourself, that feminine power energy. Everybody has feminine power in them. It's like the yin and yang. You have either more masculine and a little piece of feminine, or you have more feminine and a little piece of masculine. This is the feminine energy that is compassionate and loving and caring and kind and that kind of a thing. All right. So it's understandable for you to feel bad if you have to let somebody go, but you don't have to feel bad, because this is a healthy choice for you. The future energies. What is healthy to put in my body? Because what I put healthy in, healthy out. That's the grass for the cow. You put that healthy grass in, you're going to have abundance. You're going to put out. You put that crappy hay in and that crappy grass in, then you're going to have crap that comes out. More of a negative, low vibrational thing. Okay. All right. So let's see where else we have to go with this. Somebody is actually manifesting good opportunities for themselves, though. This is like a change for somebody. This is a transition, because somebody is letting go of all this stuff. It's like becoming a new cycle for you, which is the planets and the moon, because the planets and the moon are about death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Releasing the bondage. Okay? Because when you do that, you are letting go. You're releasing the bondage of what it is in you that you need to bring to the surface and face it. Get rid of that fear of facing it and letting it go. And the reason why I say it has to come to the surface, whatever this is for you, is because we got the moon and it's hidden. So are you lying to yourself about something? Are you faking it until you make it for something? This needs to come up to the surface. It needs to be released, because you're lying to yourself, or somebody's lying to themselves. And what's interesting, if you're lying to yourself, a lot of people can see it. You think that they don't see it, but they do. Or at least an empath will. So this is something that you really have to look at in between them. All right. What is going on? Sort of like reading between the lines. And women are very, very good at this. So what is ever going on in this week, read between the lines. It's going to be sort of become more apparent, because when emotions get involved, which that's what the moon is all about right now. But when emotions get involved, if you understand human behavior a little bit, you can understand. So when somebody starts getting loud and raising their voice or getting sort of defensive, why are you defensive? You hit a trigger of something. It's like they're not mad at what you're saying or doing. There is a deeper trigger, and that's the bondage that they have, that they need to release and let go. I don't know who this is for, but if you pay attention to anybody with road rage, if you cannot control your emotions, this is what we're going to talk about on the 26th with the full moon, because this is huge, guys. This is really huge. If you cannot control your feelings and your emotions, then your feelings and your emotions are controlling you. And that means they're controlling your choices, your decisions, how you let go. Divine is saying, let go. How you're controlling your femininity, how you're controlling your sexuality. I can't even say it. How you're controlling anything to refuel your spirit, your mind, your body, your feelings, and your emotions. That's why when we talk about men a lot not being super emotional, romantic, and all that kind of stuff. There are some that are very much so. However, because that's the way their brain is wired. Women are wired more emotional and in feelings. However, every single human being on this planet has the choice to control their feelings and emotions, or they allow those emotions and feelings to control you. I would love to know from my viewers who or how many people control their feelings and emotions under most circumstances, and how many just can't get them under control. There's a lot of videos I have for free out there to help you with that. Because once you get yourself under control, you can do anything and everything. And it's amazing because you begin to watch people that can't control their feelings and emotion, road rage. Then you look back and you sort of chuckle, and it's like, I used to be that way. Or you're in the car and somebody's cussing up a storm and getting mad and all this kind of stuff. Because here's the thing, road rage happens because somebody's perspective is not the same as reality, so they get all pissed off. It's funny. I mean, I do get mad at people that cut me off. I don't get mad. It's like, seriously, because that's common sense. You don't get that close to another car to cut them off. That's just common sense. But somebody that does that, okay, I don't know why they're in a hurry. I don't know. Maybe they're rushing to the hospital. Maybe they got bad news. Maybe they're late for a funeral. We don't know. Have no idea. All right. So I don't know. I didn't mean to get off on that. However, the divine is really pushing for somebody out there about your taking control of your feelings and emotions. All right. All right. So I don't know who that's for. Somebody's really in bondage to those. Yeah. Is that upside down? Nope, that came in. So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is sort of a good thing, because when we have the Two of Pentacles in the upright, it means there's a lot going on. However, this has to do with the Seven of Cups, the opportunities being taken away. Somebody's not really a nice person. Just trying to get in somebody's lane, somebody's business for their own gain. I don't know if somebody who's watching has that. This may not resonate with you. It may. However, the first person comes to mind that this resonates, you should share it with it. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And now we have the Justice. This is interesting. Somebody actually is going through a friendship breakup. I don't know who that is. And it's really bothered that person because they did them wrong. But you didn't know that was happening. It's sort of like all of a sudden came up. And now you're like, screw that. So somebody's, had a friendship breakup. Now just remember, when they go away, just to say thank you, because you're being protected. You're being protected. I don't know who that's for. Yes, and it does hurt. It does really, really hurt. But the Hierophant's got your back. Definitely, definitely. And remember, this year, let's see, that is 11. That's the number 2 again. The Justice card is the number 2 again, bringing balance and bringing things together. This is also too, thank you. So they're saying, because you wouldn't break the friendship off, I had to do it, because it probably would have spiraled into something else. And even though you think that you're not being protected, and it is very painful at this moment, just divine is saying, trust me, trust me, trust me. So I don't know who that's for. All right. Wow. Time flies, guys. Time flies. Let's see what else we got going here. Okay. I would like to get some clarification on the Seven of Cups, please. I really would like to understand. I understand that the cups are of the heart, but what I'd like to know is this opportunity that was sort of stolen. Is it more of a materialistic? Is it something that they took materialistically, or was this something emotional? Was this something that caused this Three of Swords pain? Because if it's materialistic, we can get over that pretty much easier. However, we've got a lot of material things in the Seven of Cups, but we also have a lot of emotional things. So could you give me some clarification if it's in the first dimension or the second dimension, please? Because I know it really hurt. But I want to say that if I... Thank you. It's like, you already gave your own answer. I was like, okay, thanks a lot. It's emotional. It is emotional. So that's really sad. Yeah. So the Four of Swords. And we have the Sun. So yeah, definitely. So it was about truth. Truth is about our emotional, is second dimensional, is what he's saying. Second dimensional, and then the Sun. It's gonna. Here, these two cards. This is awesome because you turn from the Hierophant. Once you are with the Hierophant in spirit, in your soul, then you actually go through the process, and everything comes out really, really good with the Sun. So everything's going to turn out fine. Just go through the process. The healing process. All right. All right, guys. So let's see what the moon has to say, what the planets have to say for this week. The thing that he keeps reminding me of, you guys, is if you can write anything down from this week, is control your emotions and your feelings. Don't let them control you. Because with this full moon, it's all about that. And I'll share more on the 26th. So if you haven't subscribed and hit the bell, this is a good time to do that. Or if you hit the like, YouTube is somehow changing the analytics. And so it's really important for us as YouTube creators for people to hit the likes. That has become a really big thing to help our videos grow or our channels to grow. So please do that. And again, if somebody that you know popped up in your head about any of this, share this with them because this may help them. Or maybe there's just one sentence in here that it's going to aha moment, or it's like, yeah, I really need to do that, or I really need to work on that, or letting go is not my thing and I really probably should. For somebody, maybe they're a hoarder. That's a lot of emotional baggage. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on there that they need some real professional help to get through that, unfortunately, because it won't stop. All right, so let's see. I already know what's going on and I can feel the energies. I don't know what's coming up in the next 2 months, 2 to 3 months. I have no idea. I just feel like for something for me in my life, the divine shared with me, I don't know what's happening in the next 8-9 months. So somebody mark this on your calendars, because like Patty says, some big thing is going to transition or change in her life. And then in 8 months, when it happens, somebody can tell me what it is, because I may not even see it. All right. So definitely Ghostlands, rock bottom. Yeah. So we've got 2 number 10s here and a number 8. So again, the number 8's about rewards and progress. But we started out with the 10, movement. This is about death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. We're actually closing the door again. Divine is on the money, these guys. I'm telling you, these astrology and divine are side by side, and working on the ghost lands, getting rid of those energies that no longer, I mean, in the future, we can think in the future, however, that's not right now. So we need to work on, this is our progress. This is our energies that we actually need to keep moving forward. Let go, death, rebirth, death, rebirth. So wax on, wax off, wax on. Probably I'm too old if people would even know what that means. And then rock bottom is 10, death, rebirth. death, rebirth. These are the planets, guys. This is the planets. It's almost like the tides. And you're like, well, I don't believe in all this stuff. Or I'm on the fence about this stuff. And you're like, this second dimensional stuff, I don't get it. And these energies and all that kind of stuff, that's okay. If you don't get it, I didn't get it for a long time. However, if you imagine and if you need a visual, go to the ocean or put your mind or watch this, or even go to a tide chart and watch how high those tides get on the full moon day and how low those tides get on the full moon day. Because when you have a full moon there and it's a super moon, that means the moon is as close as it can be to the earth at this point in time, or it's at the closest point, and it will create things higher and lower than abnormal. And I know I'm a diver, so I used to watch the tides a lot. And when we had a super high tide, that was really, really cool. But we have a super low tide, that was a lot of walking to get out to the water where we wanted to go. But the thing is, it can bring in a lot of really cool things. All right, so just know that if you can't see the energies that are making it go up and down that much, but the moon and the earth. So if you can't see it, you can't say it's not there. You can't say it's not there. It's a gravity pull, a give and take. That's the second dimension. That is divine. Cause, thank you, cause and effect. The wind, you cannot see the wind, but you can see the tree moving from the wind. Cause and effect. Oh, that's just science. Now, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Says don't do that. You don't do it. Then all of a sudden something horrible happens, and if you would have done it, you would have been caught in it. Cause and effect. Listen to your intuition, and the effect is I'm safe. That's the thing. All right. All right, Tauruses, this has been your reading. Now, don't forget, there's another new video downloaded. Why is my tarot different? And then also the full moon reading on the 26th at 11 a.m. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be able to come on anytime. All my readings are new. Not new, live, and you're very welcome to come in and say hello anytime or ask a question. If it resonates to what we're talking about, I'll answer it right there. If it doesn't, you'll have to wait till the end to get it, but I will answer it. All right? Take care, you guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you on the 3rd. Unless I see you on the 26th. Take care.